Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Snowrunner. I am your boy. I am the one, the only. I am the Sinister-one. And today we are back in Michigan doing a special episode, Top All-American Trucks, Off-Road, and Heavy Duty from best to worst. And this list to me is in the order that I personally picked, of course, but it's what has come in handy to me during my playthrough of the game and how the trucks have performed to me. And it comes down to versatility, power, ability, and just all around of how good the truck actually does. And without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the list. Starting out at number one, to me, and the reason I did the list like this with the heavy duty and off road, I done a top five Russian trucks off road, and there are only five off road American trucks, but there are four of the heavy duty trucks. And all the heavy duty trucks you can put the off road tires on, stuff like that. Now, this one right here is a heavy duty truck. It has an A plus for power to weight ratio, A minus on durability, and a B on fuel consumption with a 300-liter tank. I have used this truck more in the game than any other truck. It was a free truck. You get in a second map of Michigan over in the dam area. And to me, it was a awesome truck all the way around. It done stuff that amazed me. I literally climbed to the side of the quarry with a flatbed trailer and two containers on it, straight up the side of it with this thing, and it done it like it wasn't nothing. Capability in this truck is amazing. I love the paint job that I got on it. This was a DLC. The paint job was, and all the trucks I actually show in my videos are all available trucks that you can get without having to have DLC or the season pass. And that's the main reason I'm making them up. I want people to know playing this game what trucks are going to be good, especially if they're just getting started playing. And as you see, with this, I don't even have the diff lock on. And I'm just going, and this is normally how I would run this truck. I ran it around like a scout vehicle, going to getting locations uncovered. It's just all around one of the best driving American vehicles to me. It's just completely capable. Alright, we're going to go ahead and move on to our next truck, which is going to be, and this kind of made it this high on the list, is at number two. Only for the fact of the capability of this truck. This thing literally just, it goes just about anywhere. Kind of like the White Western. Here's your sign. And now all these trucks are lockable all-wheel drive and lockable diff. I think with the exception, maybe one of them has the diff lock on all the time, I believe. But my only problem with this truck I ever had is if you put something too tall, like the service trailer, or let me specify on that the green service top on it, or even the red and yellow one. Now the green is really, I call it the turtle whenever you got it on there, because this thing, and that's what made me coin that term of turtle. This thing will turn over in a heartbeat with that thing on there. But completely capable truck. 240 liter tank is the only other downfall to it. It doesn't quite have the range as some of the other trucks do, just like the White Western. But as far as it is a completely capable truck. From the start of the game, this was one of the very first trucks I bought and upgraded and started using, and it served me very well. I love this truck, and honestly that is one of the reasons it made it so high up on this list, is because of that very reason. And like I said, it's a lot of personal choice in this. That is number 2, the International Paystar. Alright, number 3, we have the Freightliner. Yes, and I'm looking at a list because I did not want to get these out of order. There's the Freightliner 114 SD. This thing is any of these trucks are extremely capable. Just about any of them. Has A for power to weight ratio, A- for durability, and a B+ for fuel consumption. And this honestly was one of the harder lists to make. It took me a while of sitting down and going through these trucks, because I have drove all of them. I didn't just go all willy-nilly and just do a random order. I've drove all these trucks, and it is by personal preference, by how they have done for me, doing contracts and doing tasks and stuff like that throughout the game. And that's why I've got all the trucks and why I drive all the trucks, is for the reason of, I want y'all to know. I want to be able to get these videos out and let y'all know what is worth buying, what's worth getting. Because money it's hard to come by on this game sometimes. Especially for somebody that doesn't have time to play all the time. They want to know what to go get, what's going to serve them well for their purpose. I mean, this shouldn't be an off-road truck like this. It shouldn't be a rock crawler. But for some reason it is. It can do it. It's more than capable. All these trucks are more than capable, except for minus 1 or 2 of them that just kind of let me down sometimes. But yeah, that right there is the Freightliner 114 SD. And that is number 3 on the list. Now we are going to be going to number 4. And I had him sitting out front for a reason, because it's an all-American episode. He's sitting out front like a sergeant. The Deuce and a Half, the ANK MK38, or like I said, more affectionately known as the Deuce and a Half. And the reason that this truck wasn't actually higher on the list of what it is, and that's why I said at the very beginning, it's versatility. You got to be versatile in this game of what you can actually do with the truck. And yes, you can put a trailer behind this, but the bed is what you got. The bed is the bed on this thing. which I understand that you're going to leave it as pure as possible. Now, this right here is one of them that I was talking about, that the all-wheel drive and the diff lock is always on. Now, as you said, this is a deep mud hole. Really deep. And all the trucks that I'm showcasing right now have all the upgrades on, including this one. And this truck is more than capable of going just about anywhere and doing just about anything. Now, one thing I did find out from playing with the truck, doing contracts and stuff, it is top heavy with the lifted suspension. Now, granted, yes, it does help it get through some of the deeper mud and deeper water, stuff like that. It does help it there. But as far as taking it off-road, it is a little bit turtle. It will flip over on it. It will do it. No hesitation about it. But, I mean, it's all American. It's the deuce and the half. I mean, all these trucks are all American. All these trucks are, in one way or another, almost American icons in the trucking industry. And none to speak more than the deuce and a half. Great truck. I love having it. And I love running around with it. I love doing contracts and stuff with it. Alright, we're going to go ahead and stop the engine on that one. And we are going to go into our number 5. Make sure I got the right one. This is the Yeet Star, the Fleet Star. And I said the Yeet Star because it's especially known through TC Gaming, Tomcat, through his live streams, which I do watch a lot of times, as the Yeet Star. This little truck right here is an awesome little truck. And I say little only because it's a little bit shorter in stature. It does have a lift on it. And, I mean, don't let perceptions fool you with this thing. It is a more than capable truck. By all means. I mean, like I said, this list right here is really hard to make to me. And the only reason this isn't up there with the Paystar and the White Western is because of its some of its capability. It is completely capable. It can get the job done and does by all rights. But to me, in some of the situations that I've had this in, it just didn't perform quite as well as the Paystar or the White Western or even the Deuce and a Half. It just, for some reason, I'm not sure why, didn't perform as well as some of the other ones. It has a 240 liter tank on it, which it does decent on gas. The ratings on it, the power to weight is a S ranking on it, A- on durability, and a B on fuel consumption, which is not bad by no means. And like this is not a bad truck at all. It does the job and it does it well. But just like this, it hits a deep water hole. I'm going locking the differential. It hits a deep water hole, and I think honestly it's because where it sits so low to the, it looks like it doesn't have a locking diff on, a lift kit on it. Alright, give me just a second, guys. I do apologize about that. I should have known to plug that thing up before I started playing. But, yeah, it looks like it doesn't have a lift kit on it, but trust me, it does. And I've got trucks on this list that's a lot less capable than this one is. Like I said, it is a more than capable truck. It will get the job done. It may get it done a little bit slower. You might have to wind yourself out a couple of places, but it will get it done. But yeah, there is a Fleet Star F2070A. Like I said, a beast all in its own right. Alright, we're going to stop the engine on that one. We are going to go ahead and head on to our number 6. And honestly, with this one right here, now this one right here was the hardest one for me to put this low on the list, even below the Fleet Star, but it's only because the Fleet Star, to me, it's one of the starter trucks. You get it around the start of the game. Several of these trucks you get around, but this one here, you actually have to get up several levels to get it. And this is what would be considered a later game truck, I would say. But it's just like the Yeet Star. And this right here is the Caterpillar, the CT680. Just like the Fleet Star, this is lifted as it gets. Which to me doesn't seem like it's up that high. Now, granted, the White Western, it doesn't sit all that high either. Where's my trail at? Did I pass it? No, it's right up there. But don't get me wrong, it's not down there at the list number 6 because it's a bad truck. On the contrary, this is a great truck. But for what it is, at what level you unlock it at, there's a lot more better trucks, I guess you can say. It is a little top heavy. Not too bad. It is a little top heavy. Especially if you get something that is just like the turtle shell, the green service top on it. It will have a tendency to roll more than some of the other trucks. Now, as far as one of the best looking trucks in the game, yeah, it's definitely that. I love the smokestacks I've got on it and the snorkels. And as you see, it has no problem getting up in areas. This is a Scout Trail. And this truck does it in just regular all-wheel drive, automatic. Now granted, yes, this is one of the starter maps. This is the starter map, I guess you can call it. But this truck is very capable. And like I said, I didn't get to play with it that much at the point that I unlocked it. I had trucks that I'd already grown attached to that you get earlier in the game. I don't believe I actually unlocked this truck until I got all the way up to Alaska and started really playing there. And like I said, look, this right here can easily be higher up on the list. Easily be one of the top tier trucks. But like I said, some of this is just personal opinion. And I'm going to wind up doing an episode or two with this one. because I haven't got to play with it in a Let's Play series. And it may actually, in my opinion, move up in the ranks. But this right here is a very expensive truck as far as some of the trucks go. That's the other reason it's a little bit lower on the list, because it is a really expensive truck. But so are a lot of the other ones. But yeah, that is that's number 6 on the list, the Cat CT680. That's a very capable truck. Alright, Freightliner. Alright, next on our list, sitting at number 7, is the Freightliner M916A1. This truck right here, the only reason it is wound up at the bottom of the list, but the other two that you still see sitting here, there's only one reason, and it is versatility. You can either put a crane on the back of this thing. You can't attach trailers, but you can either put a crane on the back of this thing or a high or low saddle. And this is considered an off-road truck. It is very high centered, will roll over with you. I mean, it is a very good truck. It really is. It is very powerful, but it's considered a off-road truck, which to me, I think it ought to have been in the category of heavy duty, or even heavy, for that fact, because it, with the accessories and options that you get with this truck, it's more of, yep. That's why, now granted, yes, I kind of went off-road a little bit there, but that wasn't that big of an incline. Let's go in there and cover it back to the garage and leave back out. Let's try this again one more time with a little bit more feeling. But that right there is one of the reasons it's lower on the list. Now granted, yes, I have the crane on it, but I wanted, that's one of the only other accessories you can have on this thing besides the high and low saddle. Now granted, I believe this is a little bit bigger of a crane on here than what you can get on some of the other trucks. I might be wrong, correct me if I am. It may not have the reach of some of the other ones. And like I said, it's almost unwieldy to a point. But if you do put a flatbed trailer behind it, or one of the bigger goosenecks, or one of the heavier loads, and haul it with it, it's very good at it. It's very good at what it's made for, but it's not what I would, is right into a category of heavy truck. Not heavy duty, not off-road, just, wow, I thought I was going to turn over right there. Now, it isn't quite as top-heavy without the crane on it, granted. And as you see, it goes pretty good through the muck and the mud and everything. It doesn't really get bogged down all that much. But it just, that's why it's so low on the list, sitting at number 7. I mean, it's versatility at this point, and capability, and being able to do your job with it. Now, the power to weight ratio is sitting at A, durability is sitting at A minus, and fuel consumption is sitting at a B minus. But yeah, that is the main reason that it's sitting so low. Is oh crap. that is the one reason it is so low on the list. Yeah, I didn't want to attach there. You actually use it for something that you can attach to it, and it makes it unwieldy. I would not recommend this truck unless you're just trying to buy all of them, to just have. There's a lot better heavy trucks than this. But if you like the old school look of it, I love the look of it. And I do like hauling the flatbed trailers with it. That is it. That's it. I'm a versatility kind of person. I look at it like this: if you're going to do a job, do it right, and be able to do more than one job. But yeah, that right there is a Freightliner M16A1. That is number 7 on the list. And we are moving on down to the number 8 spot. And this thing is kind of low on my list for one major reason. Let's go ahead and we're going to skip time a little bit here and make it not afternoon. Yeah, I guess it would be afternoon. But, kind of froggy afternoon, huh? It's the Royal BM17. You get this in Alaska. It's a free truck. And this is a capable truck to a point. You can do some work with it. My biggest downfall to it compared to a lot of the other trucks, it does not have it locking differential, which whenever you get into mud, deep mud, which there's a lot of on this game, it does tend to bow down. Now it does sit up a little bit higher than some of the other trucks, and you put some weight on the back of it, it handles pretty decent. Like I said, this was a hard list to make, and that to me is one of the main reasons this wound up at the bottom of the list. Number 8 is because it does not have a locking differential. It's the main reason. And I've been in situations with this truck, I have drove this truck a lot. Because after I unlocked it, I was like, yeah, buddy, I want to try it out. I tried it. I liked it. Cool little truck. It is capable. I mean, it is pretty stable. But especially over in Alaska, whenever you get into some of the snow and some of the deep mud, even in the first map in Alaska, North Pole, I have got stuck, like deep stuck in this thing, and just constantly having to winch, and just, it wasn't worth the time and effort. I wound up using a White Western a lot more, even over there, because of that very reason. It didn't do the job for me. I was not happy with it all the way around. Very versatile truck though, still capable. But it tends to bog down more than some of the other trucks without that locking differential. It just doesn't give you that option. And I like having the option of it. But yeah, there's number 8 on the list. That's the Royal BM17. Like I said, very capable truck. Power to weight ratio is a S. Durability is a A-. Fuel consumption sitting at a B with a 280 liter tank. You get it for free. Run it. You're not going to be disappointed by running around with it. I'm just saying, if you're going to get a better truck, there's better ones in the game. Alright, let's head to number 9. The last on the list. And to me, it's not surprising at all this is at the bottom of the list. And there's no offense to it. It is the Chevrolet Kodiak C70. You get this truck at the very first free truck that you get, if I'm not mistaken, or at least the second free truck that you get. And even this one has the locking differential over the Cat, but it's still not as capable. The power to weight ratio, and this is completely upgraded, is A plus with an A minus durability and a B plus on fuel consumption. 200 liter tank as a starter truck in this game. Not a bad deal. You get it for free. And if you run around with it enough to do some contracts and stuff, and that's what I did with it. I ran around, done some contracts with it, and I wound up selling it. Yes, I did get it back. It's an all-American truck. It's a Chevrolet. Now, granted, no, I'm not a big Chevy person. I'm not going to go into the Ford, Chevy, Dodge debate. I wish I'd put more Fords in the game. And all the way around, it's not a bad little truck. But honestly, that's what it is. It's a little starter truck. You run around with it. Now, once you get all the upgrades and everything, the lift kit, the bigger tires, the mud tires, you get up high enough to get all the stuff for it. This is a pretty capable truck. Not bad. I mean, it's cutting through some mud pretty decent and better than some of the Scouts. And that's probably the next video I'm going to want to make is the Scout vehicles, the best to the worst on it. And this is going to include all American and Russian vehicles. But this thing right here, I mean, as a starter truck, I almost grew to hate it. But only because I didn't have everything on it. There were certain times in this I wanted to cuss it, I wanted to throw something at it, like, you piece of crap. Man, it's not top heavy. It doesn't do too bad on gas, even with the top tier motor in it. It is a capable truck. It is more stable than that one is. And yet, even in later level games, I mean, I would run it around even Russia. Just to, it's an old school American. It's kind of a nostalgic truck. I mean, that's only because of what it is and the capability of it, capabilitiness of it, to a point in certain areas. It's the only reason it's lower on the list than some of the other ones. I mean, you put it in low gear, put it in diff lock on, there's not much, it's crawling. It is seriously crawling. Almost stuck right there. So if you keep on moving the wheels, it will eventually go. And like I said, a lot of this is personal opinion. Leave your opinion in the comments. Let me know what you think's the best in the game. Let me know which one you think is the worst in the game. And I believe that's going to about do it for this video. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. I hope everybody has a great day. Don't forget to go ahead and leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more of these videos like this, let me know, and your boy's out.